That night, my wife and I discuss her supposed plan to leave. "Not now," she says. "I don't want to talk about this right now." "When do you want to talk about it, then?" "I don't know. I don't know what there is to talk about." She says it as if her leaving is some immutable aspect of the universe, as if I'd just asked her why objects take up space or why gravity exists. As if she were as much caught up in her leaving as anyone else, a spectator. I ask her how she can care so little about our son. She throws down the shirt she was holding, then she picks it back up and places it into the bag. "I know what you're trying to do," she says, "but I'm not falling for it. You know how much I love Pete." "Not enough," I say. I go down to the kitchen and fill a glass of water and take a couple of the Xanax samples that my wife's doctor gave her and that she refuses to take. She says she thinks it's sick how our society makes grief into an illness. So I take a couple of the Xanax now and then, since she won't. I walk over to Pete's room and look inside at Pete sleeping and wait for the Xanax to take effect. Pete turns over and his face is illuminated briefly in the light from the hallway, and then he turns again and is facing away from me. On the wall above him is a corkwood bulletin board filled with engineering drawings that he's done and photos of Pete at competitions, holding up the balsa wood structures he's built. I installed the corkwood board myself. It was a heavy motherfucker. I had to get a couple of buddies of mine from work to come over and hold it while I was putting it up. The first few nights it was there, I prayed to God it wouldn't fall on Pete in his bed. But it stayed. Of course, it never occurred to Pete that it might fall. He trusted me implicitly. That was good work, I think. Even now, 2 years later, I watch Pete sleep right underneath that heavy motherfucker, and I think, that was good work.